I took a road trip instead of working my sister's gym opening. My sister Maya has always been the champion. State swim medals, dean's list, the smile our parents posted on every fridge magnet. Me? I patched bikes, washed dishes, drove nights. I got by. That was my trophy. When Maya signed the lease for her boutique gym, my parents lost their minds. A neon sign taller than our old living room, smoothie taps, branded towels. Mom quit her pottery class to design leggings. Dad took vacation days to paint walls the color of sunrise. They kept throwing me these little shots. I came to Sunday pasta straight from a delivery shift. Grease on my shirt. Mom said, "You will look better at the opening, right?" Maya laughed and said, "Maybe you can finally learn about fitness." 2 weeks before launch, Mom asked me to come by. She had that serious face. I thought she would ask me to cut the ribbon. I am her only brother. She slid a schedule across the table. My name was next to parking and towels. She said, "We need someone we trust outside. Keep traffic moving. White benches. It is not work. It is family helping family. The photographer is expensive." I stared at the paper. "You want me to direct cars?" At my sister's big night. She said it would save money. She said I would be part of the team. I heard what she did not say. "We cannot afford staff. We can afford you." My stomach went cold. I remembered my college fund. It became a down payment on Maya's reformers. They called it a family investment. I called it gone. That night, Leo from the bike shop texted me. He was driving to the desert to watch a meteor shower. 3 days. Camping. Empty sky. He said I needed out. He had a spare seat. I told Mom I would think about it. I took the week off. I packed a duffel and a cooler. I left before sunrise. No note. We drove west with the windows down. Wheat fields, dry towns, a diner where the waitress called me sweetie and meant it. We reached the canyon by dusk. The air tasted like dust and pine. We lay on the hood and watched the sky open. People parked around us. Strangers shared blankets and oranges. A woman in a red beanie set up a camera near my bumper. Her name was Zoe. She worked at a small print shop back in the city. She asked about my life. I said it out loud for the first time and did not choke on it. I posted a photo of that sky. No caption. My phone lit up when the gym doors would have opened. Maya called first. She said I wrecked her big day. Mom left a voicemail and cried about how people asked where I was. Dad texted that I was ungrateful and banned from Sunday dinner. No one asked if I was okay. No one asked why I left. It was about the optics. It always was. Zoe handed me a thermos and sat beside me like we had known each other for years. We talked about hours and bosses and what a life could be if you stop asking permission. She said her shop needed someone who could handle chaos and not panic. I told her that was my only real skill. We drove home slow. Leo dropped me on my block. I walked past the gym. The sign hummed. The towels were folded like swans. A poster in the window said community first. I kept walking. Zoe called 2 days later. Her boss needed help on a rush job for a music venue. I showed up. I kept my head down. I learned the big printer that sounded like rain. They kept me. It felt like breathing for the first time in years. Months passed. I stopped answering every family text. Mom sent photos of Maya's classes with everyone smiling. Dad wrote, "You can still apologize, you know." I let it sit. Zoe and I spent nights on the roof. We ate cheap tacos. We watched planes crawl across the dark. She showed me how to crop layers. I showed her how to true a wheel. We fit. A year later, Maya called again. A housewarming this time. She said there would be charcuterie. I looked at my calendar. I already had plans. The courthouse was quiet. Zoe held a small bouquet someone left on a bench. My phone buzzed on the wooden seat. Mom's name flashed. Then Dad. Then Maya. I slid the phone face down. Zoe squeezed my fingers. The clerk called our number. I stood up and smiled.